Alright guys, in today's video, we're going to be going to a reptile show down here in Roseville.
What's up, Benny?
What's up, man?
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad.
Yeah, what size do you need? 10 quart?
Yeah. Can you just get a card real quick for you? So I can...
The star. She's in.
Benny! What's up?
See? Alright guys, I'm over here at the Serpentarium. If you just want to introduce yourself.
My name's Jasmine. I work here at Serpentarium. I specifically work in the Roseville location full time, but I'm pretty much everywhere.
Okay, and then what do we got here that you want to share?
This is a Cuban false chameleon. They're technically not a chameleon, obviously with false, but they're technically an anole, specifically a bearded anole, obviously from Cuba. Super fun. They're really calm for an anole. Most anoles, you know, like green anoles and brown anoles, they're really quick and fast moving. You can't even really hold them. But these guys, this is about as much as you're going to get with them.
Nice.
Which is why I love them, because they're super interactive and they just kind of hang out.
Definitely. Is there anything that you work with in your private collection?
Ooh, I work with a lot of things. My niche is definitely more of the bugs, so like tarantulas, centipedes, roaches.
Oh, you're like Morgan.
Yeah, I like a lot of the creepy crawlies, but I have a few breeding projects like reticulated pythons, false chameleons. I have a whole colony of these. I actually have 3 hatchlings right now.
Nice.
Dart frogs. I have a whole bunch of stuff.
Cool. All right, so you work at the Serpentarium in Roseville, correct?
Correct, yep.
All right, you have an Instagram for animals or anything like that you want to shout out?
I do. I'm not super active in it right
Yeah,
now,
if you don't want to,
but
you don't have to.
but it's brilliant_animals.
All right, thank you so much.
Of course, thank you.
All right, guys, I'm here with my buddy Aaron from LKR Lizard King Reptiles. And what do you specialize in, Aaron? I know you have some special lizards that you work with.
I mainly work with the eastern collar lizards, the blazing blue line specifically. Just working on making them bluer and bluer and nicer and nicer.
Yeah, because I feel like you're well known for that. I feel like everybody I talk to that's looking for these lizards, they know who you are. Because I recommend you, like, oh, I know who that person is already.
That's awesome. That's a great compliment.
I always bring you up, man. Definitely. So what do we have right here, Aaron? What is this?
That's one of my stud breeders right there. That's going to be your blazing blue eastern collared lizard. He bred this year. He's produced a lot of eggs this year. A lot of babies still cooking, and a lot of babies still to come.
All right, I appreciate you giving me the time, Aaron.
Yep.
All right. All right, guys, I'm here with my boy Aaron from Solano Serpents with all the rare and unusual snakes that he got.
Yep, all the oddball pythons now.
Oddball python. So what do you have here, Aaron?
Right here we have a big, huge, wild-caught southern white-lip python I just recently acquired. So now I'm gonna have 2.2 of these guys, hopefully working on breeding these this year. I've got my pair right here. We got Cinnabon and Milkshake, who we'll see if they get the job done in a few weeks once fall starts coming up.
Definitely, man.
Yeah, she's a monster. Biggest one I've seen in person.
So if people want to follow you, where can they follow you at?
Yep, go on Instagram at Solano Serpents, and I will be there. Go ahead and shoot me a message, and I'll gladly answer any questions you guys got.
All right, appreciate it, bro.
Yep.
Not today.
So what kind of snake is that? What kind of, is this?
This is a Chinese king rat snake.
Chinese king rat snake.
Yes.
And where are these from?
China. So if you feel the snake, he feels a lot like a pine cone
Let me
because he
see.
has the scales. He uses them as armor.
Oh wow, that is like a
He
pine.
likes
I held
to-
this snake. I don't remember that feeling. I think I held the snake, right? Most
I'm
likely
sure
I
you
did.
have. But yeah, they eat other snakes. So like king cobras, anything that they can meet in the wild, these scales protect them from their bite, from
Wow.
their teeth.
Well, thank you for that. Thank you for that information. I didn't even know that. Well, you have a good day.
Thanks, Benny. You too.
Thank you. All right, you want to just introduce yourself
My name's Cameron.
and tell me what's something you specialize in. What reptile do you specialize in?
Trying to specialize in ball pythons and chameleons, panther chameleons, and probably some red-eyed tree frogs pretty soon.
All right, I'm gonna tell you guys a quick story about him. We actually met at our local, was it Petco, right?
Gecko, yeah.
Yeah, we met at our local Petco and we became friends, and now we're running into each other left and right
At all the
at all these
expos.
reptile expos. And this is your daughter, right?
Yeah, it's a Catalan.
But yeah, so how many snakes are you up to now since I met you?
Probably 10 or 12.
10 or 12 now?
10 or 12, yeah.
All right, did you want to plug your Instagram, or is there one you're thinking about creating?
We'll create one pretty soon, and then we'll let you know what it is.
All right, I'll let you guys know once he creates one.
All right.
All right, you want to just introduce yourself and tell me something you specialize in?
All right, my name is Ken. I'm with Scaly Crew, and I specialize in northern blue-tongued skinks. This one here is one that I bred to try and enhance the red and orange colors in it.
Yeah, this is not coming on camera on how orange and bright this skink is.
Yeah, they're super bright.
And this is northern, correct?
Yes, it is. Yeah, then I feel like the northerns are a little bit bigger than some of the other skinks and a little
Yeah,
bit
because I
easier
hear
to
it's
take
very
care of.
controversial, right? Isn't it? Like people say that the Indonesians can get bigger
Yeah.
than northern.
They're so close that
But
it's
northerns
probably
are
not a big
definitely
deal.
heavier, right?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, if you just want to explain to us how to tell the differences between a northern or Australian species of skink versus an Indonesian.
For sure. So usually what you're looking at is the patterns. So on northerns, their head doesn't have any of the striping or banding on it. On Easterns, there's a dark band
banding, right?
on the head there.
Yeah.
For species like Marukis, you're going to look at their legs. Their legs are going to be black. The Halmaheras, their legs are going to be black, and you can see the front legs on this one are light. For the northerns, and the back legs are dark. So there's subtle differences. Even the bellies are different. So this one's like white with some coloration on the belly. The Marukis have some nice pink coloration on their bellies. So there's a lot of different differences that you can get in them, and they're not all the same care-wise either. So you definitely want to know which species you're working with. And
are these guys line bred or is it
yes.
genetic?
Yeah, they're line bred to get that coloration to pop like that. And it breeds pretty true. So you can breed the two reds and the different lines together, like magma, red. There's some caramel out there too, and the lines breed really true. So
Gotcha.
they come out looking fantastic.
And then, is that the only thing you really work with? I know you work with what is it?
Samboas.
Samboas,
Yeah.
correct?
I also do Kenyan Samboas. I got all the morphs for those. At least I think almost all of them. I don't have Splash, but I got Anery, Albino, Snow, Paradox.
So you got all the
Stripe, everything.
All right, so where can we find you?
You can find me on any of the social medias under Scaly Crew, and you can always send me an email or a DM or whatever you want to get in touch.
And you have right now, you have a bunch of these Northerns for sale, correct?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
And
this
do you
one right
ship
here.
at all?
Yes, I can ship for sure.
You can ship, okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, man. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, guys, I'm over here at Rainbows R Us. So what do we got here?
We have the new Midwest tongs. These are a machined tong. The really cool feature of these is everything is operated with the fingertip. So just your fingertip is actuating the tong on the other end.
Gotcha. And
so you get a good solid grip on one end.
Yeah.
And a precise gripping pressure.
Yeah.
Just enough to hold the animal that you're trying to hold. If it's a real wiggly one, you're going to squeeze a little bit harder. And you don't have to squeeze really hard to hold on to.
Definitely. I just put my hand in that thing and the grip was pretty strong.
Yeah, and you were asking me, is it strong? And I squeezed a little harder and you were going, ow.
All right, and we'll make sure to highlight all your what you're famous for over here, are these rainbow boas. But I definitely wanted to highlight those tongs. I appreciate you giving me the time.
You're welcome. We believe the original generations were inbred, and we know that they were having problems with regurg and that kind of stuff. So what I and many others did was we took a visual hypo and bred it into a completely unrelated, non-het hypo, just a normal looking animal.
Yeah.
Well, of course I used high color animals when I did it.
Yeah.
And a couple of generations later, now we're popping out these high color hypos.
Definitely, man. That's how I was telling you. I was like, this one, focus right there. This one right here definitely looks different. You can just look overall.
It has that intensity to the color that this one doesn't have.
Yeah, I remember back in the day, my brother always wanted one of those, and then that was probably like 20 years ago, I think, right, when they first came out? Roughly
About,
15, 20?
10, yeah.
Maybe less?
20, I don't know. It's been a long time.
yeah. And then now you're over here now with this, yeah. Oh, that was a good shot. All right, guys, I'm here with Renowned Reptiles. Can you just tell me what you specialize in?
Yeah, we do all ball pythons, designer morphs, high-end ball pythons. Majority of what we do caters to other breeders and them trying to grow and expand their projects with a focus on dark, busy genes.
All right, you got something here that you can highlight?
Yeah, it's actually in shed, but he still looks awesome, so we'll check him out. Brought these to show off. It's never the first key. So this is a stranger Batman, or a stranger leopard spot nose clown. He is in shed. These are usually way more rich and dark, but the belly,
wow,
is dark.
Yeah, look at that.
One of my favorite things about this snake is really the mascara around the eyes, for lack of better terms. Super cool head pattern.
Yeah, you can see it right there.
So normally when he's not in shed, the blacks are jet black.
Gotcha.
Another cool example right here. This girl's head is beautiful. This is a Orange Dream Fire Stranger Clown.
Oh, wow. Got a little bit of everything in there.
I'm not sure it's a world's first, but
yeah,
hold back nonetheless.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah, so this is a girl.
Wow.
So she'll be a part of the future.
This is an NFS, right? Not for
You
sale?
know it.
Yeah.
You know it. Fortunately, fortunately, I had some extra spots to actually show some stuff off instead of just things for sale.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so where can we find you?
Instagram, Facebook. I do still have YouTube videos up, but I haven't posted in a little while, so thanks to Benny, I'll be back on YouTube.
Yeah, and it's all under Renowned Reptiles?
Yes, sir.
All right,
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
you, bro.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Thank you. Look at that thing. This is what my brother wants. Hey, is it true that these live shorter lives?
Yeah, 6 to 8 years.
Wow. And but their turnaround for breeding, is it quick?
Like 2 to 3 clutches a year. So this is a full-grown male. They're very sexually dimorphic. Females are much larger than males.
Gotcha.
These are the South American version of our Midwest Plains cousins.
Yeah.
And they did an attempt to mimic the coral snake to appear venomous to predators. Didn't quite make it all the way there, but obviously enough to make a predator pause and let them escape.
Beautiful, dude. You tell why everyone wants these.
They're cool.
Yeah,
Pretty snakes.
if you just want to introduce yourself and tell me what you specialize in.
Sweet. So I'm Chris with MG Geckos.
You're Chris from what?
MG Geckos.
There we go. Bring
my
the
bad.
energy.
My bad. All right, we'll bring the energy.
You
up.
gotta
Let's
raise
do
me
this.
up,
All
too.
right. So we work with 7 different species of geckos. We work with cresteds, gargs, chihuahuas, 3 different leaf-tail species, Europlatus. We have Sicerae, Ebanawi, Fantasticus, and then we also work with some viper geckos now.
All right.
One of the main things to highlight, one of the projects that we're working on is going to be this super stripe right here.
So, okay, wow, that's really popping right there. Yeah. So, it's super stripe.
Yes, sir.
Is that a genetic or line bred?
So it's genetic and it will be line bred. If you come over here, you'll see the difference, how you have the nice solid dorsal on this male.
Yeah, I got
We're
it.
trying to
Right there. Perfect.
basically help breed that out to where it goes like this. You start to have a solid black center dorsal.
Okay. Gotcha. Good, how you doing? All right, appreciate you sharing that with me.
Anytime, of course.
And then where can we, let me make sure it's focused, and where can we find you?
So we're based local out of Northern California. We're out of Vacaville is our thing for it. So we do all the Northern California shows.
And do you ship?
We do ship.
Okay.
48 states is where we ship. When weather permits, of course. They are a temperature sensitive species.
All right, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Benny.
And Bailey the Pity supervises our operation.
What?
Oh, males.
Oh.
Females.
What are you guys doing over here?
Just walking around.
Yeah?
Checking things out, like always.
Gotcha. All right. Good talk.
All right, if you just want to introduce yourself and tell me what you specialize in.
My name is Dave Barley. I run DB Reptiles with my family. We specialize in African fat-tailed geckos, leopard geckos, and a few super Dalmatian crested geckos.
And is there one gecko in front of you that you want to highlight?
Probably the Oreo whiteout, our stud male here.
So what's the genetics on this one?
This is an Oreo whiteout, just plain Oreo whiteout's the morph. You can make this by crossing Oreo whiteout, cross with Oreos. This particular male, he's over 100 grams. He goes between 110 and 90 grams. When he's breeding, he's about 90 grams because that's all he wants to do. But as you can see, he's dog tame.
Beautiful, man.
Yeah. Right.
All right, so where can we find you?
At DB Reptiles. We're on Instagram. That's our only social media outlet. And Morph Market. And that's it. No website. We're just a small hobbyist breeder. And
all right, man. I appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you.
Insane.
Came from Korea.
Is this new? Is this new in the U.S.?
No, it's been a while. It's just
So
hard
okay.
to make them that dark.
You want to?
Yeah.
All right. So, want to introduce yourself?
My name is Hassan. I'm from the Reptile spot, and I'm currently helping Lane Labs.
So, what do we have here?
This is a Black Knight. We imported her from South Korea.
That's insane. I used to breed leopard geckos in the early 2000s, but I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah, this is a really interesting morph. Currently, I'm trying to cross the Black Knight with the Mandarin, so hopefully I get like black and then face like a dark orange.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in shock right now, dude. I never seen a leopard gecko look that nice. Well, I mean, they all look nice. That was the wrong choice of words, but no, I'm saying like this thing's definitely crazy, insane.
Yeah, she's gonna go in shed right now, so that's why she's a little faded, but when she's out of shed, she's like solid black.
Dude, that's insane. Oh my god, dude, this thing's... So how long has this been in the US?
It's been a while. The creator was from the US, I believe, and took the breeder 12 years, what I heard.
Okay.
And it's just like not that many people have it like this solid dark.
Man.
That's why I have to import.
That's incredible, dude. The leopard gecko hobby is definitely coming back, huh?
Oh yeah.
I mean, they never really left.
Yeah, they never left. I've been leopard geckos since I was like in high school, and I'm still into it.
Yeah, man, this thing's insane. And that thing's black, dude.
Yeah.
That thing is dark. Wow. So how many in the US are there?
I'm not sure how many are there. There's a
Still
lot.
There's a lot?
But nothing like this dark.
No, man. I can tell you, I've been to like big reptile shows like 10 Million Reptile Super Show.
Yeah, everyone says I'm the only one that has this dark.
Yeah.
I brought like 15 and this is my last one.
Wow, that guy's beautiful. Well, thank you for sharing that, man.
Yeah, no problem.
And where can we find you?
The Reptile spot.
Reptile spot, and it's right there. All right, is that on Instagram, YouTube?
Instagram, YouTube,
Facebook?
TikTok, Facebook. We're located in Fremont, California.
All right, thank you, man.
Yeah.
All right, if you just want to introduce yourself and tell me what you guys specialize in.
Hi, Mike from Hordem Angelie Reptiles. We specialize in Hordem. So beaded lizards.
Beaded lizards and Gila monsters?
Gila monsters. We got venomous snakes too.
Gotcha. And right here, what locale of this is?
This is Rio Fuerte.
Gotcha.
Then we have the Alvarezzi.
Is it there one that's like endangered in the wild? And
that's this one.
Gotcha, that's that one. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll make sure to highlight that one. Nice. And is this about full grown for them?
Yeah, they get a little bit bigger. I mean, they never stop growing.
Yeah.
I think the record is 41 inches. But
Gotcha. That guy's beautiful.
Pretty much, it's full grown.
Look at him. And these guys are venomous, correct?
Yes, sir. Venom glands right here.
So if it does bite you, is it gonna ruin your day or
ruin your 48 hours?
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm with the beaded lizard specialist over here. And what do we got over here?
That's Heloderma hardum alvarezi. They're still considered at that by Fish and Wildlife Service, but in 2010, there was a DNA study done on all the Helodermid lizards, and there were found to be 4 species of beaded lizard, this being one of them, and then this being another one.
Okay.
Exasperatum, the Rio Fuerte beaded lizard. That's a Chiapan black beaded lizard, Heloderma alvarezi.
Gotcha.
And then Heloderma hardum, which is this one here, and those in that tower right there.
Those in the tower there.
So I have 3 of the species of beaded lizard here.
Okay, go ahead.
That's a Rio Fuerte beaded lizard. That's one of my ultra Rios. That's Heloderma exasperatum.
Yeah.
This is a Chiapan black beaded lizard. That's Heloderma alvarezi, which is this is a big adult right here too. And that's a Heloderma hardum, which is it's the most common of all the beaded lizards that occurs in the largest area in Mexico.
Gotcha.
So yeah, and then there's one more species, Heloderma Charles Bogarty, and they're from Guatemala, and they're CITES 1. You can't really have them.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
Thank you, man.
And then Heloderma Charles Bogarty, which is a Guatemalan beaded lizard. I guess there was somebody did a YouTube about those last couple weeks ago or something.
Yeah.
Dave Kaufman.
Yep.
Yeah. And they say they're critically endangered, although I don't think they're as rare as they say they are. As a matter of fact, I know they're not. My buddy Quetzal Doyer has been on half their habitat is owned by a concrete company in Guatemala, and there's tons of them on there, and they just don't let the scientists who decided they were so endangered, they don't really like him, so they don't let him go on that property.
Yeah, no.
But all these animals are so reclusive that if they live in a jungle, it's impossible to put a number on them.
Every single
Well, like
one.
Gila monsters are not endangered in Arizona.
Gotcha.
They've been protected for years because they were so hard to find because they live under the ground all the time. And in shelters, you don't see them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep,
and so they protected them. I mean, I'm
You
not
can't
saying
really
they
put
should.
a number on every single one.
Right, no, but they're not. Gila monsters are not endangered in Arizona.
Gotcha.
They're not. They're protected, which they should be, but they're not endangered. Not at all.
Well, I appreciate that information, man. That needs to be out there.
Yeah.
And then, where can we find you?
I'm helodermahardum.com. It's the basically Latin name of a beaded lizard, helodermahardum.com. Or you can just Google Steve Angeli beaded lizard or Steve Angeli reptile.
Perfect, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
What do we got here? The beaded?
Mexican beaded.
That's a Rio Fuerte beaded lizard.
Rio Forte?
Wow,
man.
He's a hypo animal. He was born in 2005.
Gotcha.
He's super friendly and docile, as you can see.
Oh yeah, man.
Did you want to? Yeah, they make great pets.
I know, you can tell.
And they'll live longer than you. I mean, I don't know. They live like over 50 years.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's an honor to hold one of these. Wow. Definitely a different type of lizard. So these are related to like the Gilas, right?
It's the only other venomous lizard in the world besides the Gila monster. I mean, there's some argue about some of the monitor lizards, but it's one of only 2 lizards in the family Helodermatidae, the beaded lizard and the Gila monster.
Gotcha.
And there's like 4 species of beaded lizard, as I was talking to you earlier on your channel.
Yeah.
And there's only 1 species of Gila monster.
Oh, he's nice. Look how chilly he is, man.
Oh yeah. I mean, they make a great pet, man. They're like a lot better pet than a lot of lizards. Yeah.
I'll put it back.
You want to plug anything on your channel or what?
What was that?
You want to say anything to plug your channel?
Oh, well, you said everything right there, man. You're more knowledgeable than I am.
I'm plugging Benny's channel, man. Hit him up.
Yeah, definitely, man.
All right.